Hi, Pupfresh. My name is Allison Lippert. I am 23. I live in South Carolina, which is pretty much the most boring state ever. There's not a whole lot to do here. Not a whole lot of bands come through here. We don't have many big cities that are well known for stuff, so people don't stop here a lot. Thankfully, I live kind of in between Charlotte and Atlanta, so I hit there for shows a lot. Like going to shows. Love live concert, doesn't matter who it is, where I'm seated, where I'm standing, whatever. I just love being in the venue, love being able to see all the kind of different stuff that people bring to the stage, different aspects that different sorts of musicians bring through. So far this year, I've seen The Wanted, Big Time Rush, One Direction, There for Tomorrow, Set It Off, Divided by Friday, Coldplay, just a lot of really variety in there. I listen to anything from pop to rap to country to rock to R&B, dubstep. Don't really do jazz, but I'll do kind of like more like classical type singers like Josh Groban, Michael Bublé. Really big into boy bands right now. The Wanted, One Direction, JLS, Midnight Red, Big Time Rush, all those. Really love some Coldplay, Journey, Boston, Foreigner, Eagles, Queen. My parents thankfully got me into some really good music from the start. Growing up, Blink-182, Taking Back Sunday, Something Corporate, Jack's Mannequin, into more so now, Panic at the Disco, Artist vs. Poet, You Me at 6, Divided by Friday, Set It Off, There for Tomorrow, Ollie Murs, Ed Sheeran, Hot Shell Ray, Framing Hanley, Yellow Card, Mayday Parade, Boyce Avenue, Out of Sight, Sparks of Rescue, Conditions. I mean, the list goes on. I honestly will listen to anything at least once just to give it the opportunity because I really appreciate musicians and the way that they, kind of do their thing, and really interested in the process and how all that goes down. Music in general is the biggest thing in my life. It has gotten me through definitely the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. It's gotten me through, 3 years of dealing with cancer. My dad was sick with cancer for 2.5 years. He passed away. I have no doubt that I would have gone insane after that, and probably during that if it wasn't for, having music, having bands that I loved, having music that just gave me a reason to continue going and do each day, live each day to how it's supposed to be. So I don't really take anything for granted ever. I work my butt off. Hard worker, fast learner. I appreciate the opportunity to even make this. Thank you for sitting here and watching this. I work part-time in retail. Not very exciting. If you ever work retail, it really blows. I worked for a couple of different websites in the music biz. I worked for the Bands and Bands show for all of about 4 or 5 months until Fearless decided that that website wasn't really doing anything, so they kind of got rid of that project. Then I started working for Straight Up Random. That was a really fun environment to work for. It was a bunch of girls working together from all different states all across America. Some of us were in Canada. Getting online a couple nights a week, making sure we were keeping up with news, updating the website. No, that was really just a lot of fun. It was a good environment because it was a lot of ideas getting tossed around, a lot of creativity, a lot of fresh stuff. It's good to get some fresh perspective on things a lot of times. Definitely my favorite experience working in the music business so far. I used to work merch for a couple local bands. When we would do shows, I would, help them out, watch the table, kind of roll with the punches there. Awkward, cool things about me. I'm apparently Twitter famous. Justin Bieber and Aaron Carter follow me. What up? I have almost 4,000 followers. it grows every day, so it's still going. And I have a dog. He just barked. His name is Zorro. He's pretty much a psycho, but he's the most adorable thing ever. Love him to death. He's 3 years old. He's a baby. He thinks he's a lap dog, even though he weighs like 50 pounds. And he's also the biggest brat I've ever met in my entire life. Now that you mention it, I own way more hats than I should, considering how stupid I think I look in them. I like to think I'm funny. A lot of times I think I'm funnier than I actually am. Kind of weird, kind of quirky, kind of boring. I like to watch TV. I like to hang out with my friends, hang out with my family. I like to talk. I like to make new friends. I like to travel around. I like to go to shows in different states, different cities. I've been to shows in New York, Pennsylvania, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina. I kind of like to hit the East Coast. It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun driving. I like road trips with my friends. And, kind of just get in the car and drive and see where it takes you. I go to the gym sometimes. I'm supposed to go more often than I do. I'm currently trying to train to get into the U.S. Coast Guard. If I don't get into the Coast Guard, then I want to join either the Navy or the Air Force. So I'm really kind of looking forward to, if I don't get a career in the music business, which has been something that I've always wanted, then I'm going to go into a career in the military, because that seems like a pretty respectable job to me. So basically, to sum that up, I'm Allison. I hope you think I'm interesting, and thank you for taking the time to watch.